There comes a time in every person's life when the noise of the world grows louder than the voice within. Distractions pull you from every direction, opinions, temptations, failures, fears, they all come knocking, trying to shake your focus, trying to make you forget who you are and what you stand for. But there's another way, a higher ground where your emotions no longer control you, where chaos bows to calm, and discipline becomes your greatest weapon. That's the path of Stoicism, a philosophy not built on words, but on actions. It's not about preaching peace, it's about practicing power. See, most people want to control everything around them. They want the world to move according to their desires, their timing, their expectations. But Stoicism teaches you something deeper. You don't control the world. You control your reaction to it. You don't decide what storms come your way, but you decide how you stand in the rain. That's real strength. That's real freedom. And when you master that, you become unstoppable, because nothing outside of you has the power to break what's built inside of you. These rules you're about to hear, they're not fancy quotes to hang on your wall. They're tools to build your soul. They're lessons forged from fire, from failure, from facing life head on. Each one will challenge you to rise above anger, to conquer fear, to silence ego, to find peace in the middle of pressure. Because greatness doesn't come from comfort, it comes from clarity. It's about standing tall when life throws punches, about staying still when everyone else panics. It's about doing what's right, not what's easy. You see, Stoicism isn't about living without emotion. It's about mastering emotion. It's not about rejecting the world. It's about rising above it. The strongest man in the room isn't the loudest, it's the one who keeps his composure when everything's falling apart. The calm in his eyes, the purpose in his walk, the silence before his words, that's power. That's the kind of presence that can't be shaken, can't be bought, can't be faked. So as you step into these 10 life-changing Stoic rules, prepare to see yourself differently. Prepare to question your impulses, to confront your weakness, to sharpen your discipline like a blade. Because the truth is, the world doesn't need more talkers, it needs more doers. People who can rise above pain, people who can think before they react. People who know that peace is not found in control, but in acceptance. These are not just rules for success, they're rules for survival, for self-mastery, for becoming the kind of person who can walk through fire and still keep walking. Control your reactions, not the world. That's the essence of power most people never learn. Life will test you in ways you don't expect. People will disappoint you, plans will fail, and situations will spin out of your control. But when you stop trying to control the uncontrollable, you discover something incredible. Your reaction is the only thing that truly belongs to you. The moment you understand that, you take back your strength. The world can throw chaos your way, but your calm becomes your shield. You stop wasting energy trying to fix everything around you and start mastering everything within you. That's when your perspective shifts. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" you start asking, "How can I respond to this in a way that makes me stronger?" It's not weakness to let go. It's wisdom. You can't stop the rain from falling, but you can decide how to walk through the storm. Every time you choose patience over anger, focus over frustration, acceptance over resistance, you grow. You evolve into someone who's not shaken by every obstacle, because you've learned that your real power lies in composure. Life doesn't reward those who panic under pressure. It rewards those who stay still, observe, and act with intention. Control your reactions, and you'll realize that even when the world is on fire, you can still move with peace and purpose. Master your emotions before they master you, because emotions are powerful servants, but dangerous masters. Every choice you make, every word you speak, every step you take is influenced by how you feel in that moment. When anger controls you, it clouds your judgment. When fear leads you, it limits your potential. When pride blinds you, it makes you lose sight of truth. The goal is not to suppress your emotions, but to understand them, to guide them instead of being dragged by them. When something upsets you, take a breath, step back, and ask yourself what your emotion is trying to teach you. Anger might be showing you where your boundaries are. Sadness might be reminding you what you value most. Fear might be revealing where you still have room to grow. But when you let those emotions take over, they turn from signals into shackles. True strength is the ability to stay centered when emotions rise. It's about feeling deeply but acting wisely. It's about acknowledging your pain but refusing to be defined by it. The one who masters his emotions doesn't react, he responds. He doesn't let temporary feelings cause permanent damage. He knows that calm isn't weakness, it's control. Every moment of composure under pressure sharpens your focus, deepens your awareness, and keeps you grounded no matter how high the waves rise. When your emotions serve your purpose, you become unstoppable from the inside out. Seek peace through discipline, not comfort, because real peace doesn't come from escaping challenges, but from mastering yourself within them. Comfort feels good, but it weakens your edge. Discipline, on the other hand, shapes you into someone who can stay calm even when life gets chaotic. It's the quiet promise you make to yourself to keep pushing forward no matter how tired you are, no matter how heavy the load feels. Discipline builds consistency, and consistency builds confidence. It teaches you that peace isn't found in easy days. It's built through hard work, through early mornings, through doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. Comfort whispers, take it easy, but discipline says, earn your peace. When you live with discipline, you don't depend on motivation or mood. You act because it's your standard, not your feeling. That's where true peace begins, in knowing you're in control of your habits, your thoughts, and your direction. The person who lives by discipline doesn't need external validation because their peace comes from inner order. They can face storms calmly because they've already faced themselves. They can resist distractions because they've trained their mind to focus. Discipline turns chaos into clarity and noise into silence. It doesn't demand perfection. It demands commitment, the kind that turns ordinary moments into opportunities for growth, the kind that transforms peace from a dream into a daily practice. Strength is silence under pressure because real power doesn't need to announce itself. When the world gets loud, when chaos surrounds you, and when everyone else is panicking, the strongest person in the room is the one who remains calm. Silence doesn't mean weakness. It means control. It means you've learned to manage your emotions, to think before you speak, to act with purpose instead of impulse. Pressure exposes character, and silence under pressure shows mastery. It's easy to shout when things go wrong, to react when you're provoked, to defend yourself when you're misunderstood, but true strength lies in restraint. It's in knowing that your energy is too valuable to waste on noise. The one who stays silent under pressure isn't avoiding conflict, they're choosing focus. They're conserving energy for action, not argument. That kind of silence demands discipline, patience, and faith in your own process. It's the silence of someone who trusts their work, who doesn't need to prove anything to anyone. In that silence, you find clarity. You start to see what truly matters and what's just distraction. You learn that noise fades, but composure lasts. You realize that power isn't in the volume of your voice, but in the steadiness of your spirit. The calm you hold in tense moments becomes your greatest advantage, because silence speaks louder than anger, and stillness stands taller than chaos. Greatness begins with self-mastery because you can't lead others, achieve excellence, or create lasting impact until you've learned to lead yourself. The greatest battles are not fought on stages or in stadiums, they're fought in silence, within your own mind. Every day you're faced with choices that either strengthen or weaken your character. The temptation to quit, the pull of comfort, the whispers of doubt, all of them test your discipline. Self-mastery is about recognizing those voices and choosing not to bow to them. It's about training your mind to stay steady when emotions rise, about aligning your actions with your values, no matter who's watching. The world rewards skill, but it remembers character. A person who masters themselves doesn't chase validation, they build purpose. They don't let praise inflate them or criticism destroy them. They move with balance, humility, and precision. Self-mastery is knowing when to speak and when to stay silent, when to push harder and when to rest, when to forgive and when to walk away. It's the foundation of every kind of greatness because it builds integrity, focus, and resilience. Without it, success becomes unstable, easily shaken by ego or fear. But when you conquer yourself, you become untouchable. You no longer live as a reaction to the world. You move as a creator of your destiny. Every goal, every victory, every breakthrough starts from the moment you decide to take control of the person in the mirror.